They're looking for a custom cable wire harness. For them to do them in-house, they have to hire more people. It's not something you do on a machine, it's touch labor. To build this, somebody is sitting at a workbench, building it. A high volume customer for us would be 5,000 to 10,000 pieces a year. Hi, I'm Dick Dyer with PGC Wire Cable. We're a custom manufacturer of cable assemblies and wire harnesses out of Hudson, New Hampshire. We don't make anything, we assemble. Everything we do is custom and to a customer's print. Okay, here's an example of some of the things we do. It's a simple wire with ring terminals on the end, some specialized connectors with maybe a high temperature wire, a fan assembly. All we do here is just connectorize the end of the leads of the fan, and then a typical wire harness. If we start at the prototype level, do the first 4 or 5, we usually do a pre-production run maybe of 200 to 250, and then volume annually of 1 to 5,000. We have offshore capabilities, which would then be in the 50 to 100,000 piece tut range. Okay, here again we have samples of, this would be a test cable for test fixtures. We do a lot of business with companies that build test fixtures, all right? Again, these are molded, over-molded ends. We don't do the over-molding in-house, we send that out. With something like that, we would be the single source responsibility for that cable. We don't do any design. We've learned over the years, we're not a design house. Here we have an example, it would be a simple box build. We designed the harness, they had several different cables running into this. We designed it into one harness, loaded in the box, test it. We bought all the parts, we sourced the metal, and we did the wire harness itself. Many times a customer will tell us where to buy the box. Other times they'll just say, find your own source. We package it, test it, ship it right to the customer. We have the capabilities if a customer wants to do a Kanban program. We'll build ahead, keep a certain portion of cables on the shelf for them, and from that point on they can release as they need them. Many of our customers are project driven. They'll get a project, they can't wait to 8 or 10 weeks to get the cables, we drop ship. I think if you were an inventor and you were coming up with a project, the last thing you would think of is the cable, right? This is a standard joke in the cable industry. Nobody came out of the school wanting to be the cable guy. What happens is, you get all your design done, you say, well, how are we gonna get this to work? And somewhere along the line, you have to have a cable. Initially, people usually try to build them themselves. What they don't realize is there is a hand tool for every crimp, for every contact. The soldering can get, you start soldering 30 and 32 gauge wires, very small, fine pieces of wire. It's an acquired skill. People will build their own for a short period of time, and then they'll immediately come to a show like this and say, help. It is better for us to be part of the upfront design than it is to come in after.
See us and other quality suppliers at d2p.com.